Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Good afternoon, students. Thank you for your participation during the class. In this video, I'm going to summarize the unit number 3 of our course book, Food. In this unit, we will be focusing on writing. So let me tell you the learning objectives which we are going to achieve in this unit. That in the beginning, we'll be watching a video of students those who are talking about food, and we'll discuss what they say. Then we'll read and speak about fast food and fast food restaurants, and then we'll answer the questions as well. Look at and comment on sample informal letters. Then we'll write an informal letters about a restaurant visit, and then we'll be practicing and expressing our opinions. So, as I said in the beginning, we are going to watch a video. There are some IGCSE students, those who are talking about food. After watching the video, we will write the answers of these questions in section A, watch, listen, and talk. Right, make a note of 3 different types of food that the students like and the reasons they give. Right, and then talk to your partner about the different types of food that you like and your reasons why you like those foods. All right, so just take a look here. The foods that they have mentioned: fish balls, spicy food, cake, moon cakes, pasta, traditional food from Kazakhstan, and sweets. And the reasons they give, that it's mostly made of flour, and you can choose different sauces like fish balls, because the students is Indian, so you like spicy food. The food is special to the students, like moon cakes, right? Fish balls, spicy food, and moon cakes. All right, let's move on to the B part. In B part, we have the pictures, the 4 pictures of different foods here. Um, so we have discussed these pictures in detail, that what we can see in each picture. After after the discussion, we wrote the answers of these questions: that what is fast food? Why do we use the term fast food? Do you like fast food? Why or why not? Think about smell, taste, texture, and so on. And what would you call a food that is not fast, or slow food, or something else? All right, let's see here. Actually, hot food such as hamburgers, that is quick to cook or is already cooked and is therefore served very quickly in the restaurant, that is called the fast food, right? And slow food is like the traditional food. We call it slow food. All right. Okay. Move on to the next question. All right. Here you can see question C. Non-fast food is often referred to as a traditional food, like the slow food, right? As we just mentioned. Put the following foods into 2 groups: fast food or slow food. And there are no right or wrong answers. So hot dog is fast, and then goulash, sandwich, vegetable pie, rice, masaka, onion soup, falafel, samosa, chicken shawarma. So as you guys finish this question during the class, that while you were putting these all foods into 2 groups. Okay, so let's see the next question. Think of some more types of food that could go into each group. So it's easy to guess that, like the other fast foods, you can put like shawarma is a very famous fast food type here. chicken shawarma, then there are some other types of shawarmas, and then we have fries, French fries, sandwiches, right? And on the other hand, traditional food, there's a long list of traditional food that every day you guys are preparing in your house, right? Which takes more time. All right, number two, you will read internet article called Eight Things Your Fast Food Worker Wouldn't Tell You. So what do you think are some of the things that your fast food worker wouldn't tell you? Right, to discuss that this is what we have discussed during the class. For example, the lights in the restaurants are positioned to make food look appetizing. Okay. We have an article here, eight things that your fast food worker will not tell you, right? After reading this article, we'll be able to write the answers of all these questions which mentioned here. All right, let me show you the answers of these questions. All right, so here's saying, before you read the article, discuss with the partner whether you think the following statements about fast food restaurants are true or false. Give your reasons. You'll find out later on. So we just read these all the statements that either it's true or false. Like a dirty eating area can mean a dirty chicken. Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Those restaurants, those who cannot care about their eating area. So what will be the condition of their chicken? Definitely dirty. Lots of fast food is cooked, then repeatedly reheated until it's sold. Yes, sometimes it happens as it's also true. So, a salad with dressing is always healthiest choice. Right. Yes, salad is always healthy. It's also true. Asking for extra means you have to pay more. Definitely, yes. At the end of the night, food is unsold. It's not thrown away. Some restaurants they are doing it. That they are keeping the night food which is unsold, so they keep it for the next day. And the black grill marks on a burger are not from the cooking. It yes, it is also reality. Sometimes they just put the grill marks on the burgers with the help of some iron stick, right? Workers don't wash their hands often enough. We can't say this. It's where it varies. It depends on restaurant to restaurant. Some of the restaurants they take good care of the hygiene. Some and they don't. So you don't have to accept the food on display. You can ask for something to be cooked fresh. Uh, it's again depending on the type of the restaurant where you are visiting. Then number four, quickly read the text and check your answer. This is what we have already seen in the text. Then we have an activity here, student A and student B, which we completed during the class. Number six, that with a partner discuss the meaning of the words and phrases and activity. Make sure that you understand your partner, all right? Then number seven, choose six words and phrases from the eight you have discussed. Use each of your choice to write complete sentence. So you can see here, cabinet. The timer goes batch, register, search, donate, neglected, and in the back. So it is a type of activity that which we have performed during the class. All right, in the reading part, you are going to read about the fast food in Italy. Answer the following questions here. Find five words or phrases, paragraph, one that has a similar meaning to the following side, like 10 years. a decade means, right? A company division, increase, and the possibility for something to happen. Use something to an advantage. Let's see, C part. Okay, so we are going to see the C part. Yeah, the exercise C, number 1 is decade, 2 is arm, and 3 is boost, right? Here, increase meaning boost, company's division arm, and 10 years means decade. Then possibility for something to happen and use something to an advantage. Possibility is something happen that potential. And number 5 is exploit. All right. Look at this B part. Look at the 5 underlined words and phrases paragraph. What do they mean? You can see here the C foot mean arrive. Set foot means arrive. Suspicion, doubt, uncertainty. Offensive means a campaign or attack playing to relying on commercial is an advertisement. All right, so let's see the next question. Here we have seen the B part, now see the C part of C section. They use these words and phrases to complete the gaps from A to E in the paragraph 3, like market share, sector, target, workforce, and worldwide. So you can see here, A is workforce, B is worldwide, C is market share, D is sector, and E is target. All right, so then take a look at D. Look at the 5 words: financial, investment, cultural, wide and dine from paragraph 4 in the following table, then copy and complete the table. So you may not be able to write something in every gap here. Let's see this table. We are going to complete it. Noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. Right. Let's take a look at this table and complete it in your book. E, then fill the gaps, paragraph 5, using suitable words or phrases of your own choice. It is up to you. E, then what do you, the following number in the text refer to? Paragraph 1, 30%, or 350 million euros, or 3,000. Paragraph 2 and 3, so on. Let us see. So we are going to see the answer of this question here, right? 30%. So you can see 30% decrease in the foreign investment in Italy since 2007, and then 350 million euros, the amount McDonald's plans to spend in Italy in the coming years. 3,000 is the number of new jobs to be created. Okay, so these 3 things refers to the details which we have just seen. All right, next is working on read the question and find the keywords in each one. Then read the article again and find the underlined answer question. Do you not need to write anything yet? So these are all the questions that we're going to answer by ourselves, right? Okay. if you just take a look at these questions, that who does McDonald's want to encourage to buy its burger? So after reading the article, that we can easily write answers of all these questions. This is what we'll do during the class. Now D here, that look at the examples of the to infinitive in the text that you have just read. Example is that Dash is opening more than 100 new restaurants to convert pizza lovers to its burgers. This is our way to show we believe on which strives to preserve traditional. Okay, so then just take a look now. The to infinitive is found in the various sentences construction. Look at these 4 common uses. You can see here in all these sentences: to see, to make, to take, to sit. All right, that you can see here question number 1. Now decide that which of the sentences from 1 to 8, each of the 4 common uses of the to infinitive. There are 2 examples for each use. All right, so let me show you answer of this question. Okay, so here A, B, C, D that we are going to match. A is 4 and 8, B is 1 and 7, C is 3 and 6, and D is 2 and 5. All right, so we are going to look at the next question here, the D2. We are the jumbled words in A to have to make sentences which include the to infinitive, right? From A to F, we are going to solve this question. You can take a look here. She appears to have hurt her head. Lesson 2. Question number 2, A. B is my instructions are to write 150 words. You can see here too. We need to leave immediately. We would like you. Would you like to eat anything? I'm calling to find out about your father. He asked me not to come. Right, so this is how you are going to complete the answer of this D2. Then let's see question number 3. Match the sentences half from A to G, 1 to 7. Okay, let's see the answer of this question as well. A with 6, B with 1, C with 2, D with 7, E with 4, F with 3, and G with 5. This is how we are going to match the answers of these questions. Then question number 4, this is over to you. See question number 5. Complete these sentences half using your own words. So you should use to infinitive in each one. You can see here, Kane, he arrived too late to see the performance. Do you understand where to go? The students need the library to study in. Your brother has gone to see about the meal, and I would like you to tell me where it is. Okay, then we have an E part. You're going to write a letter to a friend about a fast food restaurant you have recently visited. Before you start writing, discuss the following with your partner. It might help if you concentrate on restaurants that you already know. Yes, see these 3 things. A is, what is your opinion about fast food taking over from more traditional food? Then what are the advantages and disadvantages of each type of food? And C is, what about the places where you can buy fast food and traditional food? Is one type of place better than another? If yes, so why? All right. So E here, it's all about you. That E1 is the activity you are going to write a letter to your friend while keeping this instruction in your mind. Number two, that now copy and complete the table below listing the advantages and disadvantages of fast food and traditional. So fast food restaurants, advantages, disadvantages, traditional restaurants, advantages, and disadvantages. Here you can see the fast food restaurants. Advantages are quick service, price, and availability. And disadvantages are limited choice, nutritional value, and packaging. And about the traditional restaurants, advantages are choice, atmosphere, and health value. Disadvantages that it's more expensive, slow service, and availability. All right. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the fast food versus traditional restaurants. Okay, look at these words from an exam style question. Explain, describe, write, say, discuss them with your partner, and then decide what you did. This is what we have done during the class. Number 4, look at the exam style question below. Complete the gaps with the words from activity 3. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Here A is at this place, right? C, B is explain, C describe, and D is say. Okay. This is how you complete this paragraph. Number 5. What would be the best way to begin and end an informal letter like a one in activity E4 with your partner? Make a possible opening and closing phrases. Okay, and like we have done, start questions. The writing question earlier, then see the opening phrases and closing phrases. Opening phrases like "Hi Satish," "Dear Satish," "Hello Satish," "Thanks for your letter," "Lovely to hear from you," "How are you?" "How are things?" "Hope you're well." Closing phrases here: "The best wishes," "All the best," "See you soon," "Take care," "Yours, love," "Lots of love," "Speak to you soon." All right. So let's move on to the question number 6. Look at the two letters written by two students in response to the questions in activity E4. With the partner, decide which of the two letters, A or B, is better. Give your reasons and think about the language, the information. Yeah, so you don't need to rewrite the letter, just discuss that which letter is good, right? Or which is bad. So here, the letter B, you can see, is better for those two because the layout is easier to follow. The writer has fully responded to all the points in the question. There's no unnecessary content. The level of accuracy is good with a wide range of coverage. Letter A is not as effective because the writer has not used the paragraph, and therefore the content is more difficult to follow. Not all the points in the question have been dealt with, and there's a lot of unnecessary information, and there's a high level of inaccuracy and a limited range of vocabulary used in letter A. Okay, then you can see the question number 7 here, that which letter, A or B? From A to E, let us see this one. Uses correct opening and closing phrases, this letter B. B is A, then C is B, then D is neither, and E is A. Okay, question number 8 here. In unit 1 and 2, you studied adjectives and adverbs. One way to improve your writing is by using more of them, with a partner talk about how to improve Philip's writer. Philip's writer by using more adjectives and adverbs. So where appropriate, you don't need to write anything yet. All right, so it's again an activity that you are going to perform to and just make the corrections and adding up the adjectives and adverbs in the letter Phillips letter, right? Okay, 9 that you're going to write your own full answer to the exam style question activity E4 before you start. Make a draft plan, then think carefully about the questions and what information to ask for. Draw a mind map like that one you didn't. So it's again an activity. We will do it in the class. Then we have a speaking section, F, expressing your opinion. In this section, we are going to listen an audio track from CD1. It is the track number 3 that we will be listening to. Anna and Terry, they're talking. How many different ways do they express their opinion? So by looking at the audio script, we will solve the questions here. All right, let's see here about Anna and Terry. All right, so that is it. This is the end of this unit number 3. We have answered almost all the questions. The rest of the things we'll be doing in the class. And I would appreciate that if you have any questions, you're going to ask me any question during the class about anything related to this unit number 3, food. I'll see you in your next class. Take good care of yourself. Goodbye.